Okay, quick quiz for you listeners. Name 5 states of Northeast India.
Uh-huh.
Still thinking. Yeah. Don't worry. You're definitely not alone.
No, absolutely not. It's a region that, well, it often flies under the radar, even for people who know India pretty well.
It really does. It's fascinatingly separate in some ways.
Sits at a real crossroads.
But okay, what if I told you there's a place in India where living root bridges aren't just, built? They're grown. Literally grown from the ground.
Right.
Or a region where, well, headhunters were once a reality, and now their descendants celebrate that history in these huge, vibrant festivals where you've got these weird blue rivers that just seem to vanish underground.
Yeah, the geography is stunning.
And, get this, where local legend, maybe even a bit of fossil evidence, whispers about finding, like, dinosaur eggs, a prehistoric past.
It's that mix, isn't it? The ancient, the wild, the purely unique.
Yeah.
It really does challenge a lot of assumptions about the subcontinent.
And that's exactly why we're diving in. It feels like, I don't know, the most underrated, maybe the most unexplored, and maybe mind-bendingly magical part of India.
Agreed. It's got that quality.
So stick with us for this deep dive, because what you're about to hear, it'll either spark your next big adventure or, well, it'll make you rethink everything you thought you knew about India. Okay, let's unpack this.
Yeah. Where to start? I think a key thing is just how distinct it feels.
Yeah.
Geography, culture, languages.
Yeah.
It can feel like stepping into another country almost.
Totally different world. Okay, let's start in Meghalaya. They call it the Whispering Forests.
Evocative.
Right. Picture this. Trees literally grow bridges and clouds. Clouds just drift down to join you for chai.
It's true, though. It's home to Malanan, right? Asia's cleanest village.
That's the one. And Cherrapunji, one of the wettest places on the entire planet.
Which is incredible when you think about it. It rains there, what, like 300 days a year?
Something like that, yeah.
And yet people have not just survived. They've built this amazing culture. It's really a testament to ingenuity, isn't it? Adapting to that extreme.
You definitely need more than a brawly. Maybe grow gills.
Or just get used to it. But the real standout, the symbol of that adaptation, has to be the living root bridges.
Oh, absolutely. Walking across one, it's unreal. These aren't just structures someone built. They've been woven, guided.
Yeah, coaxed.
Coaxed, exactly, over centuries by the Khasi tribes. It's like bioengineering, but ancient. Nature as the architect.
It's sustainable design before we even had the term, a deep, deep understanding of working with the environment, not against it. A real lesson there, I think.
That kind of wisdom. It feels like it runs deep across the region. Okay, speaking of deep traditions, let's head east to a place with a, shall we say, sharper history?
Nagaland.
Nagaland, land of the last headhunters. Think you're tough? You should meet the Konyak tribe.
Fierce warriors, historically.
Absolutely. Fierce headhunters back in the day. Now they're cultural warriors. You see these incredible chest tattoos. They tell stories of war, of history.
It's that evolution that's so fascinating. Nagaland feels, raw, mysterious. There's an energy.
Definitely an energy, especially during the Hornbill Festival.
Oh, Hornbill Festival. It's huge.
Yeah.
16 different tribes all coming together.
Warrior dances, amazing music, the costumes. Honestly, the fashion game could rival Paris if Paris had spears.
True. And it's authentic. You'll still see reminders of the past, like the ancestral skulls some families keep.
Yeah, it's a powerful visual, a reminder of where they came from, but also how things change, they've adapted.
Exactly. Progress doesn't have to mean erasing your history.
Right. Okay, now let's shift gears completely to somewhere quieter, maybe even surprisingly so.
Mizoram.
Mizoram. India's peaceful secret. This state doesn't shout, it sort of whispers.
Yeah, it's known for being incredibly peaceful, very high literacy rates, really polite culture.
And the trust. Have you heard about the shops?
Oh, the unattended shops. Yeah, it's amazing. You walk in, nobody's there, but there's a change box left open. People just take what they need and leave the right money.
Isn't that incredible? That level of just community, faith, it kind of makes you pause, doesn't it?
It really does. It's rare.
Beyond that, you've got these vibrant bamboo dances, incredible forests for trekking.
And the misty hills. It feels almost like rural Japan or something. Very serene.
It's so quiet, you can actually hear your own thoughts, which, can be beautiful.
Or slightly terrifying if you tend to overthink.
Exactly. Depends on the day. But it allows for this deep connection, I think.
To the place, and maybe to yourself.
Yeah.
Very introspective atmosphere.
Okay, so we've seen some wonders, felt some unique vibes, but now we push further into places where the roads kind of fade out.
Where legends feel a bit more real.
Ready to get properly off the grid. Because where we're heading next, your phone might just become a paperweight. Or, well, a camera.
Right. Arunachal Pradesh.
Arunachal Pradesh. The hidden Himalayas. This is literally where India meets the sky, bordering China, Bhutan. It feels like the edge of everything.
And it's not easy to just wander into either. You need a permit, right? An inner line permit.
Exactly. Which makes it feel even more exclusive. India's best kept secret, maybe?
Could be. It keeps it preserved in a way.
And the sights. You've got monasteries just clinging to cliff sides, like Tawang Monastery.
That's incredible.
Roads vanishing into clouds over Sela Pass. Snow-covered passes.
High-altitude stuff.
Yeah, and festivals lit by butter lamps with these amazing fierce tiger masks. And remember that hint about dinosaurs?
Ah, yes, the prehistoric whispers.
Well, Arunachal has its share of local folklore about ancient giant creatures. Scientists link it more to fossils of plants and smaller animals, but it shows how deep that sense of ancientness runs.
It adds to the mystique.
Definitely. Oh, and apparently there are even reports of UFO sightings up there, just adding to the vibe.
Huh. Well, it is remote. Who knows what's flying around?
Right. But, okay, before we get abducted, let's head somewhere watery. But, weirdly watery.
Manipur, with the floating islands.
Manipur, the jewel of the East. This is where reality does that strange, cool bend. Loktak Lake. It's not just a lake. It has fungus.
These floating islands, yeah. Made of vegetation, soil.
Organic matter, all packed together naturally. Dense enough for people to live on, build huts, fish from.
It's a whole ecosystem on the water. Quite unique.
And speaking of unique social structures, Imakitho.
Ah, the women's market. The world's only market run entirely by women.
Isn't that amazing? It's been going for centuries, like a feminist economy way before it was a hashtag.
Truly empowering. A real powerhouse of commerce and community run by women. It's incredible to see.
It really is. And, you know, in a place where the islands float, maybe your worries float away too.
Could be. There's a certain calm about it.
Okay, but if calm isn't your main goal, if you want color, energy, maybe some amazing street food,
then Assam is calling.
Assam. Now, most people hear Assam, they think tea, right? And, okay, the tea is world-class. Absolutely stunning tea gardens, rolling green hills.
But saying Assam is just tea, that's like saying Italy's just pizza, like you said earlier. It misses so much.
Exactly. You sip that amazing tea, sure, but then you stumble upon Kamakya Temple.
A major Shakti Peeth. Hugely powerful, spiritually significant site. Very ancient, very revered.
The energy there is meant to be intense. And then, picture this. Cruising down the Brahmaputra River.
Huge river.
Huge. And maybe, just maybe, you spot a pink dolphin. A rare Ganges River dolphin.
It's possible. Adds a touch of magic. Though maybe it's just a bubble. Who knows?
Either way, cool story. It's that blend, right? Spirituality, wildlife.
And don't forget the Ambubachi Festival at Kamakya. It's often called India's most mysterious celebration. Unique rituals, huge crowds. Quite an experience.
Right. Okay, grand finale time. We're heading to the final frontiers on our list. Tripura and Sikkim.
Two more gems.
Tripura first. It hides these architectural wonders you've probably never heard of, like Nir Mahal.
The water palace.
Literally. A palace built right in the middle of a lake. Rudrasagar Lake. It looks unreal, especially in the mist. Almost like a secret world rising from the water.
Very picturesque.
Yeah.
And Ujjayanta Palace, too. It looks sort of European, like a lost castle.
Yeah, like Europe misplaced a castle and it ended up in Tripura.
And then there's Sikkim.
Ah, Sikkim.
Yeah.
Tucked away in the Himalayas. It feels like a fairy tale kingdom.
It really does. Frozen lakes, like Gurudangmar or Sumgo.
Reflecting the sky, Buddhist chants echoing in the mountains.
And the food, momos. The momos in Sikkim. Perfect for that crisp mountain air.
So good. It's the kind of beautiful that might actually make you cry. And probably cold enough to freeze the tear right on your cheek.
Quite possibly. That's sensory overload, isn't it? The sights, the sounds, the cold, the taste. That's what sticks with you.
Totally unforgettable. Which brings us to something important for you listening right now.
Yeah, a crucial point, really.
This whole region, the Northeast, it's changing. And fast.
Roads are getting better, which is good in some ways. But it brings changes.
Forests are under pressure in some areas, and those ancient cultures we talked about, they're adapting, blending with the modern world at, well, an incredible speed.
So why does this matter now? Why the urgency?
Because visiting today isn't just about having a cool trip. It's almost like bearing witness.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe even a small act of preservation through appreciation.
Exactly. Go now. Before, the living root bridges need reinforcing with road because the old ways are fading. Before the skies filled with myths get drowned out by mobile signals.
Think about it. In 10 years, what stories will be told? Will they be the living traditions? Or just memories captured in selfies?
It's a poignant thought.
It really is. And honestly, as stunning as the landscapes are, it's the people you won't forget.
Oh, absolutely. The hospitality.
The warmth is just incredible. They'll greet you like family, offer you food without even asking.
Teach you words for feelings or ideas that just don't translate neatly into English because they come from such a different perspective.
Right. You'll come home with amazing photos, sure. But it's that kindness, those interactions, that stays with you way longer.
Yeah. You might show up feeling like a complete outsider, a stranger,
Mm-hmm.
but you'll probably leave as part of a story they tell around their dinner table.
Yeah.
That connection.
Mm.
It's transformative.
It really is. So the northeast of India, it doesn't really scream for attention, does it?
No, it sings.
Quietly sometimes.
It doesn't rush. It kind of waits. Waits for people curious enough to really listen, to look closer.
Mm.
And if you've stuck with us through this whole deep dive,
Mm.
well, then you're probably not just a tourist planning a holiday.
No, you're likely more of a traveler, a seeker, someone who collects stories, not just souvenirs.
Exactly. And guess what? This journey we've been on, exploring the Northeast, it doesn't have to end here.
Not at all.
This incredible place is just one example. Think about how many other unexplored frontiers, hidden gems,
Mm-hmm.
exist out there. Maybe in other parts of India, maybe somewhere else entirely,
Mm-hmm.
waiting for your curiosity. The process of discovery, of truly seeing and understanding our world, like the enduring stories of Northeast India. That journey never really stops, does it?